Okay, let's see. Everything is going according to plan. This is my first stream ever, goddammit. Do I count as a viewer? Oh, this is not actually someone that just entered. Oh, this is not actually someone that just entered. Okay, my voice is very low. I increase this really quickly. This should be better now. It's still quite low, but oh well. Enough. I shall leave my cell phone here and let's go. My first ever stream. And what a disaster this already been. Let me just leave this stream on my PC because it is counting as one more viewer that is in there because it is just me twice. Oh well. The experience of streaming to Otis. Because there is nobody. Call me Polyphemus because my best buddy is nobody. Why did I just do that? I'm going to do story mode. I'm done. Oh well, I have boxes and lunacy. Yo, lunacy. So, I already got some spoilers of the event. And I am extremely happy to see that Ricardo is coming back. As my account is PFP shows. Dude. I had intended to not roll until the Arknights collab, because I really want the collab characters. Like, Honglu is definitely going to get like Ling ID, and I really like Ling from Arknights. I do also play that game. But Ricardo announcer. I really want Ricardo announcer. So I'm going to limit myself. I can do 5 pulls, 50 pulls. 50 pulls, it's all I'm going to do, and I fucking hope that I get Ricardo. So, let us begin this bullshit. Okay. I don't even know if announcers get the golden glow. I want golden glow. Let's go. Okay. Second fake out? Nah, my first 10 pull on stream and it is trash, no! My first ever 10 pull. Please give me Ricardo. Game I never asked. Ooh! Ricardo. I don't even know if this is the glow for announcer, but please be Ricardo. It was. The guy is. Kim Ji-hoon is correct in hating you, you motherfucker. Okay, please. Please give me Ricardo. Please. Oh?
그럼
Huh?
지금부터 상호 2패 사이에 계약 검토를
Oofy! Okay.
거리나 하지 말자고 우리.
Heathcliff. Hello. Wait, but he stole Ricardo's hair coupons, which means that Ricardo will come right after to claim them back. I knew it, Ricardo would come back for his hair coupons. Now come home. Please. Please, be Ricardo. Okay, mirror Yoshu. I'm still happy. Let's do it. She's extremely cute. God damn it. Easy, one of my favorite seniors just because of design. But my favorite senior is Heathcliff. I hope he gets the Ricardo ID. Does this man like Ricardo? Okay, please. It is the 50. I need Ricardo. Like, please. Please. No. No. My first triples can't end on disaster. Please. No. God damn it. No, no one saw that. This is the fifth one. I didn't get shit. Too bad. At least I got her. That's not what I wanted to see. I wanted to see what is her word. Didn't you know? Are nocturnal. Hairs. Wait. Where is Screamer? Where is Screamer? Where is my fucking word? Oh, how I wish we could go by alphabet. Here. Oh, it is already in use, you fucking dumbass. Didn't you know creamers are nocturnal? Okay, enough. Let me level her up, since I will be using her for the event, for the increase the number of things.
믿던 짐승에게 목을 물어 뜯긴 느낌은 어떻지?
How does it feel as the teeth of the beast? You once
보채지 않을 테니.
I will already break the title of the stream and I shall read. Yes, I know I lied, I do know how to read. Just not when I need it. Okay, I do not know how to read. Where the fucking Sinclair? I need Sinclair to translate this to me. Haven't I told you that the art contractions are causing communication difficulties? True speaker shit indeed. Secret hand over here. Thank God Sinclair, it wasn't needed. Also, talking about Sinclair, I saw he's going to receive a broader ID. I don't know if it is a big or a small, it is not Ricardo, I think. Even though the clothes are similar, I already got the spoiler that there is another character that is also uses similar clothes to Ricardo. I think he got from him. Also, what a really ugly design. The green hair was not good. There was something scrawled on this scroll leaf, a brush. An next assignment, I see. Why is it for me, though I doubt it is anything more than another mindless slaughter. What's that? Perhaps the child's behavior was already infamous amongst them. The other beast of this Heisho pack has never met this child before, but they don't seem at all surprised by this child's apparent extra mission obsession with finding entertainment in assassinations. In fact, they appear rather fascinated as the child continues to draw something in her own bamboo scroll. None of their business. Another hair, another hair, another hair. The Heisho goes back to reading the mission scroll without a question, a silent accord. While the other one reads and summarizes the mission scroll, let's see what the child is writing. How unbelievably do. It is somehow more entertaining to write a record about myself. No one will be reading this art, but one day perhaps my future self shall read it to look back and reminisce. Let's describe the stage. I'm surrounded by a mountain of body. Mosb revealed? Mosb confirmed? It is confirmed, guys. Mosb will be on Kanto 5. Kanto 9. Kanto 5, I'm stuck in time. I'm still on me saying his Kanto. I never got past it. The married and gory scarred by cuts drowned in guns. And that rhymes. What? Nothing. I should make a record of these before my memories grow faint. Yeah, suddenly one day, my beast had changed. Mr. B. I'm certain there were moments lost to the fog that could have become radiant masterpieces. Yet all have been burned away to my chagrin. Chagrin? Chagrin? Cha macanera? Cha macanera! I have memories of having served a lord once. Yet it was not like this, maybe. Onglu? Onglu ID? I don't care for my current lord anyway. Well, like always, the only changes is the hand that holds the leash. Only follow the tug of the leash and cut down whatever lies in that path. That was today, and well, that mission scroll won't have anything new. My only joy is scavenged from the ephemeral moments of Blossom, no more. Ah yes, I remember testing my strength against a different beast of the Heisho as well. There are 11 more branches to the Heisho packs, other than us hairs after all. This is like our corp, but instead of rabbits, rhinos and reindeers, it is hares. What else starts with an H? I do not know. Hectors. Fucking stupid. Perhaps my present lord was in conflict with another. Not that I'm complaining, I'd love for the lord to keep making new enemies like a little bitch. Damn! She drawn. At least that will bring me a scintilla of joy. I wonder, what if my current lord feuds with my former lord? It would make for a tired old cliché, but experiencing it firsthand could also. I intent on ruining my fun tonight. This better be important. The child glared at the other beast as though she was ready to stab them with her brush, but they only returned her a cold glare, wagging the mission scroll in her face. Time to hop onto our next job, that's all. The child wished to record a scene of her fight, perhaps. As beasts of the Heisho pack have no need for unnecessary recollections, the memories can wither away at any moment. But having all the time to write anything at all was a luxury these missions could not provide. Beasts of the Heisho pack are here. They sent the Mao branch? Mao? But maybe we can get a first-hand account this time. The ponytail! She actually has a ponytail! Wait, what purpose does it serve? Why does she have a bunny tail? Why would she have a bunny tail? What the fuck? Extra cuteness when killing, I guess. Oh. Her eyes widened slightly, becoming oval-shaped. Then her lips curled upward, noticing something that caught her interest. You are wearing a nice fabric. Have I seen it somewhere before? I'm not. Wait, you are. Me? I'm Rio. Get your shit together. We're hairs. We don't ask each other questions. We do not know where we each reside. But once called to ambition, we gather and become a husk of hairs. Husk? Is this word correct? Is a group of hairs called a husk? I didn't know. You search it afterwards. Together we complete the mission and scatter once again. Damn it, if only I still had the Heisho packs of my own. Oh. Should have made that stupid bet. I should have wagered my own beasts. The Mao branch was mine. Oh, he was the Road Lord, maybe? Aha. The child lets out a brief cry of what sounded like joy, realizing what it was that has been tickling her mind this whole time. Remember now, from a passing memory. Or maybe this one is one of my past lords. This cliché is playing it a bit too safe. Wait, if we know each other? No she doesn't. The target crawled towards the child, about to plead at her feet, but the other beast stepped in. They knew that this child wasn't stupid enough to jeopardize this mission, but Heisho has a line they mustn't cross. We don't need to know, nor should we know who you are. So they forget everything. We are but beasts, our fur black as midnight. No? We do not remember the faces of those who must be forgotten. Also, they forget who they worked for. Ah yes, of course. Surprisingly, the child does not appear to be upset by this sudden interjection. In fact, she appears rather content by this turn of events. Yes, but that's what it is been building up to. We splatter before we scatter. She could see it already, this cliched scenario rising to its climax with a one-liner for her to finish off the scene. Never should have trusted a beast that is like a fur, right? That sounded a little bit bad. If someone forgets to say fur, that will sound extremely bad, holy fuck. And that's why she left with such joy. Damn, I hope nobody committed that mistake. That I forward, yes. And they have no threads again, let's go! I'm back to the fucking mines because I have no fucking threads. And also no EXP. I have nothing. I have fucking nothing. But I am going to use her, so oh well. I will farm more EXP later. I have been kind of failing my duty to farm EXP. Okay, now my on the work streamer team is a little bit better, but still not fucking usable. I have what? 1, 2, with this one too, the everlasting. 3, 4 of the needed not needed characters, because like only 3 of those are actually needed characters. He is just a nice addition. But like I do not have her Tramer, I do not, well I have that one. I do not have T-Corp, I do not have Zwei. So yeah, I'm still, I still need more things. What is this that I got? Oh yeah, I got 2 words, not just 1. Now that's one less in our way. Too bad. 10,000. It's above 9,000. Okay. Well, now I shall start the event. Oh, it is 1,000 like Heathcliff that she costs? Yes, 1,000, just like Heathcliff. I already have 100 because I did 1 mirror dungeon. Hard. I did not complete it because... well, I did complete it, but I did not choose the sweeping pack because I did not want spoilers. And I would be spoiler of the final boss. Okay. Before I start, I will take a quick leave. I just need to do something extremely quickly. I shall be back. I'm back once more, sadly for everyone else. Just realize that I do not have a... oh well. Token. Let us start this bullshit. How many rolls are there, actually, before I start the event? 20 pools. Analysis. How much does 10... okay. How much does... it is not 10, it is up... no. It is 10 minus 1,300, so it is 9,700? Yes, 9,700. 2,600, 2,600, 5,200. So 4, right? Yes, 4. Around 60 pools. Those two 80 pools around that. 70 pools each. Let's go, Ricardo. Ricardo. Fuck! This is being a disaster. Never more. I will never do this again. This is a disaster. Fuck. Okay. Also, well, sadly I do not have a rupture team to use. Oh, level 1, level 1. I do not have a rupture team to use with her, sadly. Okay, 45. Let's also equip the eagles. Okay. What team shall I use? And also misuse, because I'm going to use her. I'm sorry, any team that I'm going to use, but she will be a part of it. I might also do a solo run with her. I am going to do eventually a solo run with her and him. And also another run with him. I already did one, but I want to do another. Since I never showed anybody my first, so I have no proof that I actually did it. It is tragic. But okay, time to actually start. God damn it, I'm fucking slow. How much time has already passed since I started the stream? 25 minutes and nothing yet. Also, yes, I am the type of person that likes my own stream. Dante, any idea where that leftover cake from yesterday went? I have no mouth and can't eat. And must scream. Exactly. No idea, I mean, why would I know? I can't even eat. Darn pirate! I'm fucking retarded. Did the donkey already get her paws on them? Rode her up the tired eyes, muttered something about how we should have partied in the room instead, and stumbled to the back door. The New Year's came swiftly today. Inhabitants of the bus, after the various incidents at the LC. Wait, are you doing this during the Chinese New Year? Funny. Well, not during our timeline 22 year, that was 2 months ago. Listeners all came from different backgrounds and parts of the city, but annual celebrations for New Year seemed to be a thread that connected their cultures together. They began floating the idea of a New Year's party, and I'm not going to be as excited as Don Quixote. Excellent, then permit me the honor of hosting this banquet. With her usual overdramatic boast coupled with the familiar twinkle in her eyes, Don Quixote declared that there would indeed be a New Year's party, and thus it was decided. Again, after all the hell I went through with the back door and whatnot, for the out-of-season Christmas celebration. Yet I must insist, for 'twas but an effort to decorate the bus. The intent quite divorced from the act of celebration. Don Quixote glanced at Sinclair, sheepishly scratching the back of her head. Stretching. She just starts to contort and become a eldritch being. Don't worry about me, really. Well, this it's true that mine actions has brought thee quite the distress. Unintentionally, I might add. Thus I ask thee, wouldst thou not agree that a communal event to mark the occasion might freshen both of our spirits and bodies? Freshman is... Why the fuck am I misspelling so much? I don't even have viewers, why am I sweating? It might be my first stream, but like, there is nobody watching. The only viewer is me. I can't even begin to imagine her amnesiac self, even taking a moment to give a damn about how Sinclair might take it. But I guess with memory came tact. You know, if our first New Year's together, it sure is an occasion for a celebration, huh? Gotta hear that bell go ding. to really mark the transition to a new year, right? The bells ring for you. It seems that we shall be welcoming the first sight of the new year. The first light. Fucking dyslexic ass. The first light of the new year in company of one another. This is indeed a cause for celebration. A bowl of noodles before the last night of the year fades. Classic. Oh, Sharon, I never noticed that she appears in the background. That's cute. She has a little doll. Such bubbling enthusiasm from your warmth mine own heart. Forsooth, the grandiosity of this banquet shall be one for the books. Fireworks most brilliant, enough delicacies to... Sharon, what's our next stop? Matthew will be running non-stop for 3 days at least. Only dum-dums stop on the fast road. So she says. Virgilius muttered with his usual sardonic edge. One fist under his chin. Bro thinks he's the thinker. Thinking about things. Fie. For next year's celebration the banquet shall be prepared. Ere the promised hour. Don Quixote's idea of grand banquet depressingly fizzled into nothingness. But Rhodia brought out the cakes and cookies she'd stashed in her room, so we could at least hold a small celebration for the New Year's together. We just lower this down. My voice is quite low, so if I don't lower the game down, my voice might even not go past, even more if I'm trying to voice Virgilius. Dante. After that, we all stayed up together, watched the New Year's first sunrise, briefly painted the city in gold, then retired to sleep. Box. The apples incident. When everyone woke up, rubbing their tired eyes, the world outside the bus had completely transformed. There was a behemoth of a structure, bizarre in its presence, and it's all seemingly made of gargantuan steel plates. H-Corp? The Hentai Corp? The sinners began to voice their surprise, appropriately so, as what came into view was different from any of the nests we'd passed by on our journey thus far. Is that massive structure all of one building? If that whole thing is the nest, then where the hell's the back streets? That's big enough to cover H-Corp's territory and then some. Well, there he goes again, asking dumb questions without even taking a peep at the guidebook. That's not the nest. That huge box you see over there, that's District 8. We call it Hongyuan, the vast garden here at H-Corp. So this is the corp where Honglu was born. Like, I already knew that it would be the corp where his Kanto happens. Yeah, that was a dumb observation. It would obviously be the one he was born in. Hongyuan. The nest lies within the center of the structure, and the back streets without. So they squeezed the entire population of this district in there. Do they just not get a ray of sunlight all year round? Huh? Well, at least they won't have to worry about the rain. Ah, pretty, a veil means like a sight as well. As the seniors began to gather one by one at the other side of the bus, steered awake from their late night's rest, I felt my gaze drawn towards Honglu. I looked for signs of concern or distress on his face, worried. It wasn't exactly something unique to Honglu, but the stories about his past home life we've heard throughout the year, whenever he felt like sharing them, were all consistently terribly and depressing. Bro has no happy memories. but he's also incapable of feeling sadness. It is amazing. Though I do have a theory that Honglu will get an ego. He's faking it. He doesn't actually doesn't care about the word. It is he uses of tactics to try and get his mind away. He uses of strategies to ignore reality. He lives in his own fantasy, basically. Like most of his IDs have SP gaining passives. His main ego is called Land of Illusion. If you look from too far away, it looks like he's smiling, but if you look closer, he is actually extremely sad in the ego. And he gains sanity and a sanity passive after using the ego. And it's also gloom. And his main ID doesn't even have gloom, because he's faking so much. So like, and there is also the thing that he said about Don Quixote, that she's actually being truthful to herself. That you can see it in the glimmer of the eyes, and as soon as he says that, there also appears the text, the glimmer from his eyes disappear. So like, he is faking it. He already stated that he's faking it. And also there is the thing that he told Sinclair, that he just tells himself that everything is meaningless. And that way he is able to ignore anger and all the other negative emotions. It's not such a bad place one to actually try living here for a while. But his lips, ever so slightly curled upward into a kindly and relaxed smile, are making the same expression as ever. An expression that hasn't changed at all since our first meeting. Maybe it is just a cultural difference. Kinda like how Honglu can be so nonchalant about things that should give most people pause. But actually, no. I'm not helping anyone or anything by entertaining these thoughts. My job at this moment is to keep a close eye on Honglu, more so than usual. And if the time comes for me to help him, as the manager, I will give it my all. Besides... Oh! This thing is even bigger up close. Verily, I carry no recollection of a structure so grand, even in past adventures of mine. If my efforts aren't enough, I know I can trust the seniors to lend me a hand. Hey, let me see too. I collected my thoughts and approached the seniors, who were flattened up against the glass window to get a good view. 10 minutes for one single cutscene. Why are there 2 likes? Wait, did someone enter my stream and give a like? Well, thank you, brother. Damn, I was not expecting that. That's funny. Why do I have 2 likes? Wait, and in my analytics it says only 1 like. What? Do I have 2 or do I have 1? This buggy ass YouTube. Okay, so okay then, let's actually start this now. And yes, which team I'm going to use? Barna, Blade, Sinking. I have no idea. I would use my best team probably. This one has the most level 50 IDs. Hey, sure. Dorakaja, thank you very much. I'll actually use her on the first one. Like on field use. No. Him first for the bar, blood feast, her, him and her. And I have no passive because I have no one of the Kurokomo in the team. Oh well, if someone dies, he goes in. It's just the first node, I will use a normal team afterwards.
나를 점
흔들어보죠.
Yes, I do not use Blood Findatis. Do not ask about my team. It is not true though. It is a very shitty team actually. Once we left the bus. Oh man, can't believe we had to get off the bus here. We have to make a formal complaint against H-Corp for this crap. What the hell are they thinking doing shoddy construction work at the entrance of the highway that leads straight into the nest? Many causes there may be to such construction projects, yet perhaps an early warning sign our approach to the site would have been a sensible decision. Bro was cut in half. His words, I mean, not his actual body. Were it not for young Charon's most valiant drifting. I shudder to even imagine the terrible possibilities. It would have been a most awful end to an adventure. It's no surprise that the seniors all had a piece of their minds to speak. As we drove up to the entryway, we unexpectedly came across a mass of badly put together steel plates blocking our path in the middle of the road. Sharon quickly spun the bus around, which meant that everyone ended up being thrown about like ragdolls. Good thing there was another road off the highway that leads into the city, right? I bet Sharon would have tried to reverse gear all the way back to the last interchange. But looks like we will be going through all these winding alleyways to get to the nest. It's so dark in here. We were greeted by a dark street upon disembarking from the bus, illuminated only by a faint strand of light. It was immediately obvious that we found ourselves in the back streets of H-Corp. Looks pretty impressive from the outside, but it's no different from the other back streets inside, eh? Yep, it's a familiar sight, but gotta say, it's getting real old. Ask D, is the nest of this district shrouded in such darkness as well? No, these particular sites are limited to the backstreets of District 8. The backstreets of this district weren't very different from the other ones we'd visited in the past. People hurrying through the streets as though they were being chased by something. People scowling and glaring at the crowd with some sickness or discomfort. Scenes all too common in every corner of the city. There was one thing about this place that stood out from the other districts, however. They're kinda reminding me of the Farmer G Corp. Soldiers back to District 4, why there is a dot in here? Oh, to signalize that it is a continuing, well, still kinda confusing. What? What do you mean? You mean those fellas? The growths on their flesh appeared too organic to be prosthetics. Some of them had odd protrusions or nodules bulging from their skin as well. Not at all, Manager Bud. Look, they haven't all mutated in the same pattern. Like into an insectoid farm, for example. Well, I guess I should commend you for not looking at them through a biased lens. You are observing the aftermath of District 8's distinctive method of treatment. Oh, so this is where the rumors about that bluish healing ointment came from, huh? Apparently they can cure any flesh wounds this but a flesh wound. After just one night's rest in bandages? It seems that certain misconceptions must be addressed. They are the variations of H-Corp's singularity, the bolus. Isn't that a type of fungus? The bolus? She is likely referring to the medicine spirits in the nectar and kneaded into ball-shaped pills. Correct. H-Corp, or the Honyun bioengineering group, mainly manufactures boluses that contain essences of treatment. The boluses may be taken orally, ground with water into a paste and applied directly to the affected area, or dissolved in water, soaked into bandages and wrapped around the necessary area for treatment. I guess rumors transform as they travel. Oh, I see. I was just thinking about how they do things back at the DH Corp. The focus of K-Corp's technology is the reversal or recovery of one's conditions. Returning to the original state is the key word in their treatment. It is no... Fuck off! Fuck off! I'm not reading all that. Why do you do this to me? It is no rare sight to find unique techniques in technology developed independently by the inhabitants of the backstreets of District 8. Using the manufactured boluses, the treatments are not individually customized for each patient. Instead, their focus is on selecting the appropriate technique from a myriad of choices to address the deficiencies in their statuses. I read it all, I did not compute anything. I completely zoned out while reading, god damn it, I will go without knowing, I'm not reading this again. Okay, I got the general idea. It is that it is not a one treatment. There is different types of treatment for different types of things and different types of people. Perhaps one could choose the words transformation or evolution as a more illustrative descriptor for their method of treatment. So there are actually animal people in here. Is this what you're trying to explain to me out this? Oh no, Faust. Is this what you're trying to say to me? You're trying to say to me that that tail was biological. It is not from Ryosho's clothes. No, it is actually an actual fucking tail. I'm sold. Where do I sign to enter HR? So they are the trans councils treated? The crown's declare was pointed. You do not point at people, much less when you are talking about their deficiencies. What the fuck, Singular? Certainly appeared unhurt, as none of them are bleeding or walking with a limp. But many of them appeared dazed, staring blankly at nothing or scratching absent-mindedly at their mutated parts. Ah, they must be the regulars. This. Why? Unexpectedly, we found out answers not from Faust, not from Mersalt, but from Honglu. Obviously, he lived here. Well, not here, he lived in the nest. In the nicest house in the nest. But you know how rich people are. How they like to talk about the poor. The regulars? Yes, I've heard of them as a child. People who've grown too accustomed to visiting the clinics in search of their mystical treatments. The regulars might appear more intimidating than most people at first glance, but apparently, all the side effects they've been stacking changes them in strange ways. It's highly likely that interoperation conflicts or issues will arise when applying highly desperate treatments methods to a single body. At least, it is a cheaper alternative for people who didn't sign up for the life insurance. Obviously. Which of me? You speak of life insurance? No, why did I read like it was Sinclair? Sorry, Yeseng. Ideal. Yes, life insurance. There is no special insurance option to bring the clients back to life upon the event of their death. Oh, no, there is a special insurance option to bring their clients back to life upon the event of their death. Okay, Honglu is dying and becoming a dragon. I'm calling it. So, the irony isn't lost on me, but I thought resurrecting people was one of the head's taboos? The head does not consider the revival via life insurance to be a violation of their norm. Of their non-resurrection taboo. You could have just said norm, you smartass. Oh, look, my viewers! Nobody! It is likely that, on a technical level, this revival is actually categorized as brain resuscitation, as opposed to a full resurrection. Degradation of its functions considered, of course. Another fatal downside to this technology is that Unlike the manager's clocking winding, the subject cannot be brought back if their brain is destroyed. Also, there is a risk of significant losses in the process of information transference. They become retarded. Noted. Losses, huh? So maybe some of their mutations could be more than just side effects of these treatments. Maybe, but I heard it takes more than 1 or 2 revivals to change that much. And since apparently people in the backstreets could never even dream of paying consistent insurance renewal rates, so after all, who would sign up for insurance if using its services could reduce them to such pitiful states? Yeah, they appear pathetic and pitiful to you rich bastards, don't they? You will soon... Why did the music become so ominous? It is just a regular bloke. Oh, he is holding a weapon. I see. So it is just a street thug trying to kill me. You will soon be in the same boat as them. So save some pity for yourself. Identify yourself. The stranger's voice cut through our discussion like a foreign instrument. We turned around to find a large group of people who were clearly up to no good. He is mischievous in nature. You must be the young master of that high-end mighty Gia family, eh? I can tell just by looking at your pretty face. Yeah. You are friends, Honglu? No. I haven't had much chance to get acquainted with people from the back streets. So nope, I've never met them before. Of course you haven't. Too busy living large, playing gods in a whole different world from us plebs, huh? Not that it matters. We're just here to take the thing you brought here. For submission to the family hierarchy evaluation. The what evaluation? Okay, there's clearly been a misunderstanding. There's quite a lot of them. We're not off to a great start here, huh, man? Huh? Man. Are you forgetting that we have like 3 nukes in our back? Actually, no. It'd be a violation of our office's core values to jump them like we're some common thugs. Is this our office? Triax office, Shan-san. I am Shan-san, 3rd son of the Triax office. Challenge Jia Bao Yu of the Jia family to a duel. Ooh! Our wager will be that the winner can take anything they want from the loser. Wait, what do you mean a duel? It's time for the duel! Fuck off. I have heard tale that duels of the honorable fixers of the Sync Association Eastern Branch announced their intent to duel by stating their affiliation and name instead of casting their gauntlets. And the pamphlet that the young Ishmael had presented before me earlier presented the truth that the Triax office is indeed an office of the East, though they are indeed of a lesser quality. Straight to the face, them. This a true, genuine, accurate declaration of a duel that we behold. So, it's just a fancy way of saying 1v1 me, let's go, in it. Nah, I'd win. I mean, this guy doesn't look tough. What do you think, Faust? Agreed. The individual does not seem to possess any particularly exceptional skill that may pose difficulties for Unglu. I think it's going to be okay. I will be back in a minute, Dante. You sure this is okay? I don't think you're going to lose against him, but you know, just in case. No worries. I have some childhood experience with duels myself. I've done about 10 of them, I think. That's a lot of duels. So the rich boy is dabbled in some duels, has he? It is... I think you misunderstand. I meant to say... Damn, if the music stopped. I meant to say that I've done about 10 of them a day. Holy fuck! Holy fuck. I get it now why he got sixth place. Oh, but grandmother sometimes. Let me skip them. Okay. So he's also the grandma's favorite. This word. Good. At least something I already knew from the book. I did not read it though, I just know some parts of the book. I'm trying to find a place to actually read it. Oh, but grandmothers sometimes let me skip them, so it might have been slightly fewer than that on some days. What? I, Hong Lu of Limbus Company. No. I, Bao Yu of the Jia family. Accept this duel. Oh shit, he used the actual name from the protagonist in the novel. Hong Lu stepped forward, confidently as the opponent was processing what he just heard. For a moment, Hong Lu stood there in a stance that did not express even a hint of aggression, before curiously cocking his head to the side. Sorry, are you waiting for something? Huh? Oh, so I always let the opponent get the first two moves in duels. Please, don't hesitate. Let me? You little... Your cocky pride shall be your downfall. The man who introduced himself as Shen-san leaped towards Hong Lu, then, after about a minute... How is this happening? Unscathed, my glorious King Hong Lu, why does this rat have red eyes? Isn't this an extremely... Okay. It is a bloodfiend! The rat is a bloodfiend! Unlike Shen-san, who was throwing punches and swings with boiling hot passion, Hong Lu was effortlessly gliding between his opponent's strikes, like he was out on a picnic. Let me guess, had he actually tried, he would be first place. He just did not try so he could match his coat number on the LCE test. Hilarious. As though this was but a leisurely stroll through a garden. What do I do? Whenever Shen-san threw a powerful punch, Hong Lu redirected it to the side with ease. The feast only grazing his clothes. We were mesmerized by the featherly light movements of his hands and feet that effortlessly glided through the air. Until, after one blink until we'll miss it moment, we realized that Shen-san was already face down on the ground, defeated. Oh? Young Hong Lu? Hast thou been concealing thy full strength in our presence? Oh no, I wouldn't say that. I always put all my all into every fight. He had to defeat this foe so soundly, to dance with such grace between his strikes. It was as though thou were dueling someone whose skill may only measure against a child's. But most of our fights happen in environments with a lot of variables, and we usually fight against enemies with all kinds of unexpected weapons and powers. You, read him. Already familiar with that fool's moves? You read him. Oh yes, one of Biwu's instructors used similar techniques as this gentleman here. Practice makes perfect, and perfection makes an expert, right? Alright, but I'm not sure if that's entirely relevant here. Well, anyways, looks to me that he soundly kicked you're behind in this duel. Let us through, why don't you? And preferably, not to do the thing I think you're about to do. This duel wasn't overseen by Notary office anyway. Their employer is not gonna let this fader slide if we just leave. Ha, don't just sit there. Move your asses and jump them. Where is it? Where is the... We are not barbarics that are just going to jump you. Motherfuckers jumping. Pathetic. I cannot see how we are becoming experts at getting jumped. At getting jumped. With the bitter cry of the defeated, his gang rushed towards us. I imagine that Honglu probably has a buff in this. Already has a buff. I will try to use him. Okay, nice speed. Huh? Okay, only 5? How many? 1 shot? Okay. Wait, is it actually only 5? Okay. This might be easy. Pierce resistance! And slash fatal, I might use the poise demon here. Favorite. Bang. Easy. Also, I don't know how people said that she was like going to be counted negative. And that's a very big. That's what she said. That's a very big conditional. Increase Spider Mal, apply 3 Death Right, because Death Right is always 3. That's it. Okay. I'm not going to really think. I'm just a win rate after that. There is no reason to think when doing this. What does it count? No, he just lost. Funny. Okay. Let's see, that was the S3. Let's see how it is. Cool. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, that's way more than I was actually thinking totally. What the fuck? And with no actually ruptured team or any passives like that. She's just doing it. She's actually goated? Wait, I'm goated? Okay, I know what I'm going to use as the photo for my streams now. This is the S1, right? Yes. Let me see how it is. She's probably going to kill on the S1 too. What? I thought that she would use... What is the condition for the reuse? I will have to read that later. I know there is a condition for reuse, but she did not reuse. This really isn't a great start, fellas. Huh? It's never easy, is it? Hey, at least we got a nice warm-up. It wasn't all bad. I don't know. This seems more serious than our usual street brawls. Ishmael's right. You weren't your everyday thugs who pick fights with random people for no good reason. They were contracted by someone to specifically target and eliminate Honglu. Oh, Bao Yu. And given how open they were about their intent, calling it a contract, it doesn't seem like whoever gave the contract was exactly going for subtlety. Then maybe this is what Jia Zishan was talking about, way back when she mentioned surviving as heirs. Whoever is behind this must have a bond to pick with Honglu. Indeed, it seems that we must expect from more skirmishers like these going forward. Alas, was this riot not rightly overcome? Not the point. Think on it a little more. Seems like they are assuming that Honglu's brought something here in order to participate in that family hierarch evaluation. Then there's no reason to assume that we've seen the last of them. They are going to try again, to take out the competition. A highly accurate assessment of the situation by the executive manager. I expected no less from someone of your genius. Going for the classics of brown nosing today, Artis. What? Did I read that right? What does that mean? I have to search it. What does the brown nosing mean? I believe it's like a sucking measure stick. Does she always do that? Meaning, curry favor? Get the favor for someone by acting as an obsequious way. Obedient. Okay, I see it. Never saw that term before. But I did call it. Okay, let me go back to the stream, otherwise I won't be able to read the chat. Okay, back to 1 like. So yeah, no one entered. I'm actually streaming to Hotties. Since when was it a brown nosing to compliment a job well done? Do you not expect? This insane conversation is most riveting, but I would prefer some silence while we wait. Okay. I was just checking if the audio was good. Checking if the audio is good. Fucking 1 hour into the stream is crazy. It seems that the company foresaw such difficulties. They sent you a support team to help handle this issue. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. We heard voices coming from behind us, from where Virgilius pointed. My, you guys still haven't learned how to stick to the plan, have you? No way. It really threw me off when I was told to meet you in some backstreets location, away from our agreed rendezvous point. A familiar voice, a voice we could not forget. Saude! Yay, she's back! Let's go! The character that always comes back and is always mean. We know, everyone. And the pilot, the character that I did not care for. Hi, I'm here too. We turned around to follow where the voice was coming from, and recognized the 2 people we've been hoping to see again. Now I just need to see Ricardo. Where's Ricardo? I need Ricardo. Damn! What the fuck? What the fuck? What the hell? Okay, that I was not expecting. The hell? So, let me just do this before I... No, not mirror dungeon. Before I forget. Fried excavation, skip battle, skip battle, skip battle.
수고 많았어 관리자 양반.
이거 제 덕분일까요?
이거 제 덕분일까요?
이겼다니까.
이거 다행이네요. 다행이네요.
이거 제 덕분일까요? 이겼다니까 다행이네요.
I probably accidentally said like the worst insult in Korean ever made. I'm not going to skip this. The sound is nice. Stages. I'm guessing both of them will die. Those 2, they will die until the ending of this interval. The Saude? And hey, pilot, right? You are... What's wrong? It's like you're all looking at ghosts. Pilot didn't tell you me that... Pilot, didn't you tell me that you shared my news with them at the last time? I did, sure did, man. Oh, yeah, he did. The snares each recovered from the initial shock of seeing them again. And soon their faces began to bloom with relieved smiles. Well, good to see that things haven't changed much around here. Saude, we are so glad to see you're okay. Tick-tock to you too. Good to see your gears are turning just fine. She doesn't understand you, Dante. Poor soul. Saude smiled with a familiar grin. She did not seem to have changed much since the last time we met. Same for a few minor differences. Her outfit and her badge, for example. As I recall, you were promoted, yes? Allow me to congratulate you. Yeah, or the hint of melancholy, hanging from her smile and flickering in her eyes. What? Hey! I'm really congratulating her on congratulating her on her promotion and offering a recognition of her excellent accomplishment. Dyslexic accomplishments. I don't see what the problem is. What's your problem here? But we all know the meaning that promotion carries. Oh, was that the... yeah. Indeed, and it is very profound, after all. That meaning is there to a promotion attained without spilling some blood. You are a real piece of work. Let me ask you something then. If everyone behaves like you do around her, tiptoeing around the facts, keeping it hush-hush about what happened, where's she going to get the bare minimum of the recognition and the consolation she deserves? Hush-hush would have been nice. I've even overheard some of them whisper that I let my partner die, so I just can snag promotion. So in that regard, I appreciate that, Alice. If you're being technical, I did die. Except my brain was intact. Not even K-Corp's regenerative ampoules could have revived me if it wasn't. And that is fault of who, Alice? Who fucking punctured him in the brain? Then did Effie also? Apparently they were right for Effie's head when they stabbed him with a prosthetic. According to the coroner's autopsy. Nope, it was Otis, it was not Emma. K-Corp ampoules. Life insurance. Neither of them can revive someone with a damaged brain. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh. Why? When there's no sound and suddenly sound, it fucking scares me. Like there's no voices, why did you put a clapping sound effect? God damn it. Anyways, let's not dwell on the depressing stuff. We are here for work. Let's get some work done. So let's talk about the work, okay, pilot? Yes ma'am. Well, let's see here. Coincidentally, happened to make friends with a fella who has ties to the Gia family, so I brought him over. Hey, is that everything? Yes sir, briefing over. Just as everyone was relying in stunned silence, at the least informative, least helpful briefing we've ever had the pleasure of sitting through. The displeasure of sitting through. Ishmael was the first to catch herself. She looked up at Salde. Salde, can we rely on you for some elaboration here? The briefing was a good demonstration of the necessity of educating the 5 W's and 1 H principle. What is the 5 W's and 1 H? Give me license. License and registration, please. The 5 W's is the checklist used in journalism to ensure that the lead contains all the essential points of a story. Oh, who, what, where, when, why, and how. I get it. The briefing was a good demonstration of the necessity of education. I already read that. Looks like we will all have a lot to discuss on Sketback Pilot. He's dead. Effie is going to get a new friend in heaven. Or hell. Probably hell. Did I do something wrong? Shh. Pilot, buddy, just stop. You're digging yourself a deeper hole with every word. Gregor quickly leaned into one Pilot, but it was likely too late. A nigh unnoticeable crease had already formed between Salty's brows. prior to commencing this high-priority operation, it was necessary for us to find individuals with connections to the H-Corp. So, we as the preliminary observation unit were to put the task, and we managed to establish a connection with an individual. Ooh, someone from my family? No, we tried, but your family proved to be rather difficult nuts to crack. However, as we were wasting our precious time with all of our leads, Pilot pursued an unconventional method to establish this connection. Well, I do imagine how hard it would be to contact his family. His brothers already want him dead. And his grandma is the head of the family, so you can't really talk to the head of the richest family in the world. Even though she would immediately help him. Well, at least I imagined she would, because it was already noted that in this world he's also the... how is it? Pimper child. No, we tried, but I really didn't hold back on compliments then. And this is how you... I did not read it. However, we were wasting our precious time with our leads. Pilot pursued an conversion method to establish this connection. Our collaborator is a former employee of the GF family. After leaving the family, he now runs a lodging business. Then it is likely that he is far removed from the family politics. Less motivation for him to attack us due to conflicting interests. Yes, and according to Pilot's report, he still regards the GF family positively. How can I not, considering the blessings they have given me? An unfamiliar voice butted into the conversation. As though to continue Saude's explanation. Qingtao, actually, right? Q is like Chu. Qingtao, I believe. I humbly present myself before the fellowship of young Master Baoyu. Please, call me Qingtao. I will be called Qing, but I do not know what is the correct word. Correct read of his name. He greeted us in a most polite fashion before bringing his hand together in an odd motion. Oh, this is how people greet each other there, here? Yep, it's called a Bao Chuan gesture. I think Q is Chuan or Bao Quan. Bao Quan gesture. Maybe it is like the Q has many sounds, like most languages in the world. Many letters have many sounds. Okay, fuck it. Bao Quan, Jiao Quan, whatever. Bringing fist and palm together to express respect and peace towards the receiver. Aha! Knights greet one another by shaking their heads for the self-same purpose. Forsooth, thou art indeed one possessed of chivalrous spirit. Ah, indeed. Much did I worry about the qualities of people young master has surrounded himself with. But I see that he is in company of those wise in the ways of the West. I prostrate myself before the vast breadth of your knowledge. What grand generosity it is to open the jar the waterways of wisdom to quench my buried lands. What? Why this sounds sexual? Something feels familiar about this. Oh, and why is my brain so rotted that they read that as sexual? I hope it is actually sexual. Otherwise I must do a brain cleaning. Nah, she's been getting less and less verbose with boot leaking these days. Not like this guy for sure. And that's true. He's kinda like, how should I put this, a bit much... What are you guys talking about? Communicating only by the sound of ticking clock. This is something I had already known ahead of time Yet, what a most curious exchange to behold in person. Brief this journey may be, yet I shall find myself truly entertained in its entirety. Maybe it is the subtle sprinkle of disrespect that reminds you of the usual flavor. Are they talking about all this? About this one? He does kind of sound like her. Wait, this is about me. You there? Yes, I was correct. It is about Otis. Oh, it is. Was all that bootlicking she did supposed to be a source of pride for her or something? Otis shook her head with clear distance. He stayed and strode toward me. We are nothing alike. Executive manager. Never have I once said such empty flattery in our presence. Yes, you have. Filled with nothing but hot air and superlatives. Yes, you have. I will leave the guidance of this backstreet to him. Well, look like this is where... Oh. Saude fell silent, her eyes lingering on Virgilius, who stood somewhat apart from the rest of us. So I finally get to meet the Red Gaze, in the flesh. I've been looking forward to this day for a long time. Effie would have loved to be here. Manager? Virgilius seemed to sense her lingering gaze, and walked toward us after nodding slightly in her direction. Manager Saude, let us not make this any longer than it has to be. I'm not happy to be helping you with your business. I'd much rather be put this behind me as soon as possible. No, please. It is our historic first collaborative operation. Isn't it? It is our historic first collaborative cooperation, isn't it? Can't you spare a little more time with us? The guy's body is actually doing something? That guy? Yes. Unfortunately, LCC has our own business to take care of today. So I won't be accompanying the LCB this time, and the Red Gaze will be helping us out to get it done. Taking my feet there, vroom vroom. Maybe it is not that unfortunate that I think about it. I feel like every mission with the LCB's always been an uphill battle to get everything done. Well, you see, back then we were... just messing with you. I'm sure we will have another chance to work together again. Boss, we don't get much time. Wait, before you go, I think you owe us some explanation, Virgilius. I will leave the details to Miss Faust, I'm quite busy. Very well. Virgilius turned around and left toward Mephistopheles, with an oddly disgruntled expression. Well then, I'll see you around. Next time I will show you that I can carry my own weight. You know, oh boy, the last time we met I really was so darn pathetic. You were. Pilot. Competence is shown through action, not words. Saude and Pilot gave us a light nod before following Virgilius. Some seniors opened their mouths to speak, hesitated, then closed them again. We let them go without a word. Perhaps we didn't know what we could say to make this an awkward farewell. To not make this an awkward farewell. Very well. Please, this way. Or maybe we're simply mindful of this guy who was responsible for the quality of our stay. 1 hour and I have only get past 3 nodes. I only did 3 nodes. My energy already increased by 10, god fucking damn it. Okay, I shall do these again now.
이게 옳은 선택일까?
This new ID is crazy. Deep presentment. I did not read it. Deep presentment ought to be washed away. For when the far one comes, betwixt the burns, doors shall a star fall astray. It is a song, right? For when the far one comes, betwixt the burns, doors shall a star fall astray. Are you sure we're going the right way? I don't like the sound of these weird songs. The main streets are most likely teeming with those seeking to bring harm to their young master. We must venture an alternative path. And like he said, There weren't any skirmishers once we made it deeper into the dark alleyways. The lack of foot traffic would normally be pretty unsettling, but I guess that's what we needed at this moment. As for the song, it is a song that's become rather popular in the backstreets in the recent months. The lyrics are pretty ominous for a popular song. What do you mean? Every popular folk song is fucking scary. Ask the Russians. Their fucking lullabies are the most scary shit I've ever heard. It is a song that spread through the word of mouth. It sings of how the decimated common family. This is not a place to discuss such matters. I will share the tale in a more appropriate setting later, should we come across it. Did you know there was a song like that? Is this the first time you'd heard of it too, Honglu? He's a posh git from a posh family. I doubt he's ever set his precious feet in the backstreets. Why did I... This was not a British accent, this was a Russian accent. Oh, it's no wonder he's never heard anything like it. I have been to the backstreets before, but Heathcliff isn't wrong. I did spend most of my time in my room. That is precisely because you were the most treasured one of them all, young master. Yep, Grandma's big little boy. Much like how the jade of the greatest worth is to be cherished, prized, and hidden in the deepest depths of one's coffers, where none shall reach. Yes, in his eye. Silence. I am like him? To a lesser degree. Particularly as of late. She is still reminiscing about that. So that guy used to work for the Jia family, huh? Do you know him, Honglu? Young master? Is there something on my face? Honglu stopped himself as though a thought flashed in his head and glanced quietly in my direction. Then, it's nothing. I will continue walking down this road. Indeed. Humble as I may be, I am very well versed in the roads of this area. Yes, very well. Honglu shook his head at me as he casually changed the subject. It was as though he was trying to hide something we know from Qingtao. Should we be suspicious of something? He is a collaborator, but only a temporary one. A degree of caution would be advisable, given pilot's clear inexperience and naivety. We would do well to remain suspicious of this character. Faust and Nautis approached me as Honglu was nodding along and chanting amicably with our guide. Well, looking back at our journeys so far. I skipped one. I think we learned a lesson about blindly trusting every collaborator we come across. Nelly! With this growing mistrust in mind, I slowly made my distance from the guide before asking Faust the burning question. Why are you going away from the guide? He already can't understand you. So, what was that about back there with Virgilius? Something about him going off to help them out? The consequences of his actions at Wuthering Heights. Oh. His actions were a violation of one of the more important items in his contract with the company. He's simply taking responsibility for the breach of contract. I think back to the incident at the manor. It feels like such a long time ago now. Well, that's kind of a bummer. He really helped us out of a pickle. What? That's what they're dragging him away for? Is there a problem, nerd guests? It's nothing, nothing at all, no problem, right, Ryoshu? Shut up, idiot. This one I can read. Mersault, can you carry Heath for a little bit? He's dead tired. It will be done. Heathcliff, punched in the gut by the hilt of Ryoshu's sword, fell forward right onto Mersault's welcoming shoulder. Rhodey, you know the kind of person I hate the most. The kind of dull people who can't read the room. Don't you feel the same way, Dante? Yep. I nodded enthusiastically as something seemed to imply that she wasn't really asking me a question. I don't think she was about to punch my lights out, but... Rodion and Ryoshu judged it correctly this time. Classified company information must not be discussed in the presence of an outsider. But you started. Like, I started it. What the fuck? Reminds me of the time he got knocked out cold for a while because he kept asking questions without raising his hand. This guy just doesn't learn, huh? The fun fact that he got knocked out right after asking an intelligible question. That he for the first time he said something that made sense and he was immediately knocked out for it. Because he did not raise his hand. Like the little cat in my screen is always doing it because I'm not using the WSD. I'm just looking, my stream has so much delay, god damn it. You successfully preserved the secrecy of classified information without spilling blood. I applaud this policy. I did good, didn't I? I'm just not a fan of how they're treating Heathcliff like dirt now. Fucking say it, Dante. Heathcliff is so underrated by everyone else. He's easily the most bro of them all. Like, he's always there for the others. When Sinclair was feeling bad that he was visiting an amusement park without his family, who said that they were basically family? Heathcliff, to help Sinclair out. When we discovered that Mersault was actually from the N-Corp, who stepped between him and Dante? Because for the fear that Mersault still has that policy of no prosthetics. He stepped between to question Mersault. Like, he is such a homie. It is amazing. Who went to save Ishmael once she started being affected by the pilot whale? He went out of his way to save her. He's always there for everybody and everybody treats him like dirt. It is so sad. If it is no problemo, as you say, then that is all indeed. Yet I worry that it appears that the problem has found us anyway. I stopped and looked around, realizing that we were surrounded by a group of people wielding various weapons in their hands. What? Huh? Happened to finding us a safer path? Oh, what happened to finding us a safer path? It is likely that my guidance has indeed given us a much safer path away from the more obvious skirmishers. However, to my great regret, it appears that the more observant of our enemies have tracked us here. Damn it. Then what are you even here for? Isn't it your job to prevent this exact scenario? Well, if he's doing his job correctly, he just saved us from like this scenario 6 times, but the 7th failed. You can't expect to lower the chances to 0, Otis. Let's leave the finger pointing for later. We're going to have to take them now though. They must not be allowed to disseminate our current location. Exactly. Where are slinking off to? Where are you slinking off to, Mr. Kingtall? I must regrettably and humbly say that my talents in war are terribly lacking, so I intend to become scarce for a moment. Yet I have the utmost faith in the strengths of our younger master and the honored guests in overcoming this adversity. So, Translation: he's coward. Qingtao was already standing so far away from the front lines that he was practically hiding behind us. Behind me. Lost? Anything you can tell us about these enemies? No. But a consultation with the Giselschaft seems unnecessary if we are to determine whether negotiating with them is an option. They're coming. Mersalt, wake Heathcliff up and set him down. It will be the fucking sound. The fuck. Doom. Dook.
요즘
Back to
고민거리는
business.
없어? 혹시라도 일하는데 힘든 점이 있다면 언제든지 나와
Oh yeah, let me see
상담해줘.
what is the
더
condition.
처리할 먹잇감이 있나?
Controlling a 10 plus speed. That's a lot of speed to them. 10 plus 1. Okay. This is Mark and 10 plus 1 and 10 plus 1. This one is by 2 and then there is an extra piece of 2. So this one can get 3 coin power. That's fucking bonkers then. And also reuse it, it's crazy. God damn it. That's it. She definitely does not have all that haste right now, so I will just use her sass to instead. This team does apply a lot of rupture. Well, not a lot really, like, but more than 0 definitely. Since both Priest Gregor and Dulcinea do it.
이건 직원들에게 유리한 상황 같아요. 이 상황을 대체를 제압하는 데 이용할 수 있을지도.
I use these to get Strider Maul. Maul. You shall. I think Herediary is a good anime. It is also after tomorrow that a new episode will release.
지압 개츠가 흔들리고 있어. 다들 조금만 더 힘내자.
7. What is her condition? It is also that 10 speed? Yes, 10 speed too. Sad. Also, why did I not get a Strider Maul? You didn't type the counter? Okay. Yeah!
가차 죽어.
완성되었네.
The unforgivable sin. It's crazy to me that there are still people that say that Priest Gregor is bad because of his self-bleeding. Like, not bad, but you get it. That's what I'm trying to say. Unideal. Even though he can go from 1 HP to full HP in one skill. That's crazy. And the ring song is extremely boring to use, I'm sorry.
합격장.
He is strong, but he's boring to use. That's not one not change.
개인적으로
Never hope to get 20 blood from the hands in such weak encounters. That's weak. Her animations are very pretty.
조금만 더 힘내자. 이제 정말
6, really?
지압까지 얼마 남지 않았어.
She wants to use it. Ah, bummer. Uh-huh. Such cool animations. Also, those enemies are kinda cool. Like for literally enemies that doesn't even appear on the screen. They do have a little charm.
비뚤어졌구려.
Bro might be cooked.
개체의 제압까지 안
Almost, but yeah, she wouldn't even. She would kill before. Anyways. Okay, it will at least be a very cool death.
가치 없고 죽어라.
Her animations could easily go to a fighting game. Hostiles in the immediate vicinity have been eliminated. Our collaborators, who had been hiding far from the battle, quickly ran up to our side as soon as the fight ended. Silence. Are you unhurt, young master? Yeah, I'm totally fine. Of course, our honored guest's martial skills were all exceptionally brilliant. But, young master, your light was the brightest even among the incandescent. This humble servant could not hold back his tears at this what the fuck? At his mother's sight to witness such excellent martial arts from none other than the young master himself. What an unexpected surprise. But don't the children of the Gia family undergo all kinds of strict training regiments from childhood? Ah, it was simply my assumption that the young master had ceased his training once he departed the family. Anyway, how do you think they tracked us down anyway? Ah, about that. It appears that we weren't exactly tracked down. Perhaps it may be that ilk who lurk in these parts of Vextris recognized the young master. His venerable countenance. I don't think my face is that well known. The family hierarchy evaluations are nigh. Every soul living in Hongyuan must know the face of the young master who is loved by every elder of the family. Wait, every elder? Not a... Damn, okay. No fucking way that they literally went showing the face of Honglu to every single person that lives in the Hongyuan. It must be that they are under the assumption that you are carrying something of great value. Family hierarchy, huh? Didn't Jia Zishan say something about hers heirs back then? The owl seemed wrong then. I didn't bring anything precious that the others might be looking for. Young master? Even now? I just couldn't care less about it. That's all. Besides, many of my siblings are much better fit to be family hierarch than I am. Huh? That is... well, that is indeed a relief. A relief? Is it? Ah, well, but of course, it is a highly dangerous endeavor to partake in the hierarchy evaluations. So, it is of great relief to know that young master is not putting himself in unnecessary danger. I guess that could be a relief, sort of. Well, now that we took him down, there shouldn't be any more on the way, right? Greg? Can we not jinx ourselves for 1 second? Why are you laughing, Ryoshu? No, I'm worried. Please, do not concern yourselves any further. We will take a more clandestine path. I guarantee a safe and easy passage to our destination. I still have a hard time buying that. The lay of this place would constitute a perfect place to set up an ambush in most places. Yet you claim these to be the safer path? Yet I must ask you to place your faith in this humble servant. For Hongyuan is not like most places. Fine, for now. Alti shut her eyes for a moment, out of retorts that then returned to look at Ishmael. Hey, Ishmael, you must have a pamphlet of this place handy, don't you? No way. You're actually going to read it? Why else would I ask? No, I mean, how could I not be caught off guard after almost a whole year of getting brushed off by everyone every time I plead with them to read the damn pamphlet? Like hell, did no one think to? I will find my own intel if you're just going to ramble on and on with your grievances. Okay, fine, here it is. Altis opened the pamphlet and began intently glaring at its texts, as though she didn't want to miss even the smallest detail of the information in there. Suspicion clear of her knitted brows.
좋아. 생동감이
Up
살아있는
damage
좋은
once again.
공간이 됐고 다음 먹잇감도 이런
I'm
식이었으면
almost getting to the
좋겠어.
best level on the game. How much do I already have? 200? This is enough. This is enough for a 10 pool. Ricardo. No, but I can't. I need a lingo glue. No, I can't. I need all 4 eagles. I can't. But Ricardo, also, why is Virgil just not equipped? Are you sure to come? Okay. I shall once again go. I might do like 6 today and 6 tomorrow.
뜀박질 씨.
My voice is getting a little bit tired of talking too much. My voice is getting tired. I need to drink water. I shall be back. I know that nobody is going to enter my live stream, but I will still leave this warning anyway. Three views? Really? Wait, has someone entered? Oh, no. Yeah, at one point I had 2, that was me and me again, and then... Okay, I see. I shall be back then. And I'm back. Why is there two watching? My fault. Back to the game. We're on a desperate run. All the while fighting off hordes upon hordes of enemies. What happened to safe and easy passage? Explain this shite. It appears that the young master's radiant countenance was made known. I thought we were finding a more clandestine passage. How come we're getting jumped by even more enemies? As I have said, the young master's radiant. At least try to give a little variation to your excuses. I cannot so easily say that he is being untruthful, given the disjointed allegiance of the enemies attacking us. Allegiance. Alice played with the pamphlet in her hand, clearly frustrated but unable to establish anything concrete. For people without a clear allegiance, goddamn dyslexic, to attack a member of the Gia family. Looks like everyone in the backstreet has been getting pretty plucky while I was away. Back then, I couldn't even catch a glimpse of their faces. They'd all be on their hands and knees whenever we walked past. Ah, what a wonderful change. Oh, shove the wonderful change up your arse. Your bloody loon. How much longer till we get there? Why do I have 3 viewers? My kitchen is near. Calm your worries. Our guide seems oddly calmer now than he did at the beginning of this journey. Did he really get humbled to all of the violence that fast, or...? Speaking of which, what's a kitchen? It's a term commonly used to refer to taverns, inns, or equivalent places of lodging in this region. Lodging, huh? Like a hotel? It's gotta be pretty fancy then, huh? Do they serve like complimentary snacks and drinks like the warp train? Not sure about that, but it seems like kitchens also serve alcohol and food alongside their lodging services. Maybe we can get a meal in there. Ish meal. And yeah, hopefully we won't be attacked there like this. Residential non-aggression taboo. Any mutual acts of violence inside a residential building is within the particular area and the floor of Hongyi-1 a taboo. A taboo. We may rest so easy then within them. So it is not only for sweepers, it is also for people in the hole. No one can kill inside private property. I saw False eyebrows slightly twitch, as though she had just heard the most ridiculous thing, but I guess I'll ask her about it later. Phew, man. If it is for some kind of family hierarchy or family head selection contest, why wouldn't they save all this fighting until then? Because it would be too late. Motherfucker. My dumbest friend sending me messages. Too late? How? Every hierarchy candidate must have brought incredibly precious treasures with them. It would be nice if they believed that their own treasure is the most precious of them all. But everyone's going to try to take each other's just to be sure. I see. Just in case someone else brought something even better than their own. And might as well kill them too, for the sake of convenience. Oh yes, I also killed my sister for the sake of convenience when I wanted to grab the first noodles. Is that how the folks in your family think? What kind of line of thinking is that? Other families didn't seem too different from mine. Damn. More cunning than I assumed. Deepest apologies for intruding upon the most enthralling conversation. However, we may be inviting even further trouble by dallying here. With that, the guide pulled out a watch to check time. It will be nighttime soon. Sweepers!
요즘 고민거리는 없어? 혹시라도
Okay.
일하는데 힘든 점이 있다면 언제든지 나와 상담해줘.
점 찍었네. 합격장.
40
The music of this new event is good.
먹지.
공격. 다음에 다른 개체에게 같이 해볼래? 영상으로 남기면 다른 직원에게도 도움이 될지도 몰라.
Ooh!
죄인인가?
꿰뚫려라.
I love this. What? It is a Chinese music, right? Like it is a characteristic more found in the music there. I'm pretty sure. It's very nice.
숨통 끊기.
This animation is so cool.
거쳐.
300 damage out of the net.
제약 개체에게 큰 피해를 준 것 같아.
Very balanced.
이
승리로 이끌.
직원은 완벽한 공격이었어.
수 없는 말투만 고치면 딱
점 찍었네.
4번 수감자.
Why does she have so much speed? 5 I just noticed.
죽지 마라.
Hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby.
또한 용서할 테니.
이건 직원들에게 유리한 상황 같아요. 이 상황을 개체를 제압하는 데
찍었네.
이용할 수 있을까?
거쳐.
용서할 테니.
거쳐. 죽어. 엎드리도록.
We'll just stream for 20 more minutes. Then I will leave the rest of the event for tomorrow. I will also make a Twitch account. I do not have one yet.
급한 조치였습니다.
Yet. I need one.
이제 정말 개체의 제압까지 얼마 남지 않았어.
흑승. 뒷박질 춤.
Why are you clashing with the S2 first? That's why.
아류 탈출 평일 60.
Oh, because the S3 is not clashing at all. I hate human fights.
시원하게 처리하기. 불편하시는 일처럼 빠르게 하는 편이 덜
He's so cool.
방법이지.
Choi, like, he goes hard with his voice lines. I don't know what they pay him, but it is not enough. Every time he does any acting, it goes so fucking hard. Now, here we are. Is this place? After running through alleyway after alleyway, after turning corner after corner, we finally came across the site of several small buildings, tightly built next to one another. At the center of them was a building lit with red lamps, adorned with a door plate with complicated looking letters scribbled over it. I wish I could read Mandarin. It is Mandarin, right? No, Chinese. This is shorter than I expected. Hey, isn't this place a bit too trashy to house your precious young master? That is not our building, please. Look this way to see where our honored guests will be staying for the night. I knew it, I heard so much from Hong Lu about all this splendor out there, huh? Followed Xingtao's finger and arrived at a small warehouse of sorts. Its exterior painted in black. That looks smaller even than even Mephistopheles. Can we all even fit in there? Hey, that place looks trashy as hell. Even for us. Let alone your young master. This is the nearest Kachan we could afford to stay in. At least among the ones that I manage. Yet its location is in the back streets. Heavily limits the level of decency it can afford. My deepest and sincerest apologies, young master. Don't worry, we can't always sleep in distant places. It looks just fine for an overnight stay to me. Are you nuts? Can that thing even fit all of us in there? Much did I wish to guide the honored guests to the family mansion in the central zone. However, the time, the sweeping wave. Doesn't that start at 3:30 AM in the morning? I feel like we've got plenty of time to get there. Exactly. Don't we have more than enough time to get to the family mansion? According to the H-Corp travel guide, the central area is only like an hour away from here. Has the honored guest traveled to District 8 before? Well, no, this is my first time here, but... Then one must ask how the honored guest could claim to have the full understanding of a place merely by flipping through a book, when she hasn't had to contend with it in person. 2 viewers. Innumerable, unpredictable changes awaits in his teeming jungle of buildings. The ever-shifting structures, the constantly changing paths, ambushes from foolish yet vicious syndicates, or even offices of the backstreets. Oh, we are beset by danger from all sides. 3 viewers. The hell? Wait, one is me. Damn. Well, if anyone new just entered, hello. One is probably my friend. If my father is a third? Who knows? Such bold, flippant approach to predicting the phenomena of this place is to court a death. Even a toddler must know that. One fails to disguise his utter sorrow at the inadequacy of her wisdom. Bro is savage. Is it just me, or are we all thinking back to Ishmael back at the Great Lake? Zip it, Dante. But if the guidebook lists a path, does it not imply that it is technically possible to reach there in time? Altis suddenly took one step forward. In her hand was the H-Corp travel pamphlet that Ishmael was talking about. I have faith that if our executive manager would lead us in your directionally challenged stead. Directionally challenged? Instead, they would be able to lead us to our destination before night falls. Me? This does not appear to have been discussed beforehand. Very well, allow me to speak freely, without frills. My responsibility is to bring the honored guests to the central zone, and to ensure the young master's safety. It is, indeed, technically possible to reach the family mansion before the night in the backstreets commences. Technically. Yet, not even one iota of danger to young master shall be permitted. The mission that has been so graciously bestowed upon this humble servant is not to guide the young master with haste, but to guide him with utmost safety. It is said that those engaging in strategies and plans must remain wary of losing sight of their purpose. To stubbornly forge on toward the family mansion in lieu of necessary intel to see when these mobs of assailants would end is to wrongly prioritize the journey over the destination. Why so many strong words? I'm a Project Moon fan, I don't know how to read! God damn it. I did not read that. True Project Moon moment. You. Wonderful, truly impressive. You have all qualities of someone I would trust with my life when devising a stratagem. This is the most fitting attitude for those who genuinely wish the best for those they serve. Literally the same person, just different genders. Really? You're just gonna start going along with him all of a sudden? I have misunderstood your intentions truly. They sparked my ire by comparing some of your choice words with my very own. Yet now, my eyes have been opened to the honest loyalty that lies within your heart. This humble servant did not imagine, even in his wildest dreams, that there would be someone who understand the phantoms of his loyalty. It seems that the young master has certainly gained an eye for allies and fellowships. This is cause for much relief in my heart. Listen to him. This one knows how to jest. Stop using strong words. They are basically best buddies now, huh? I may have lost my cool for a moment there. Anyway, this man speaks true. It is highly likely that we would be exposed to attacks of similar nature, were we to continue moving at this time. She's just fooling on this side now, huh? Isn't she? That's when I realized that she was looking in my direction. The exaggerated smile had all but completely faded from her face. He replaced with an odd but dead serious expression. When our gazes locked, she nodded. She must be completely turned around by that guy. Is this her way of saying, so long I'm gonna quit and go work with this guy now. Thanks for everything. And as for this hotel, it is still much better than sleeping in an outdoor tent barracks. We should be able to relieve ourselves of some fatigue here before moving on. Did you not early insist on continuing our search for a better accommodation with the greatest vehemence, Miss Otis? Yeah, whatever, we get your point, let's go inside. Whew, my humble self can only behold your generous acceptance of this insufficient lodging with the deepest gratitude. After all that serious talk, the man seemed oddly relieved to hear our decision as he brought his fists and palm together. Architecture of today must have been judged with such haste, mirrored by an observation of their exterior. The interior may hold aught to be surprised of, worry not. That's how you get your hopes up to be crushed afterwards. With Rudin surrendered, wouldn't that be nice? We made our way into the building. Okay, it was correctly. It was actually correct, it is much bigger inside. Oh, this actually isn't so bad. It's clean in here. This place presents a rather classical aesthetic. The landscape paintings lining the walls give off a rather sophisticated mood. And it's much more spacious inside than it looks from the outside. Did they use some kind of space expansion technology in here too? No, it seems that the building only appeared small due to the density of structures in the proximity. Well, the door is now open. Should my presence be required, I shall be in the small shed next to this building. Please, do converse freely. The man smiled awkwardly and quietly excused himself as the excitement amongst the seniors began to grow. Meanwhile, Honglu stood a fair distance from the guide, quietly watching his face as he left. His expression was enigmatic, as if he were gazing upon the clouds, the flowers, or even the wind. Yet, there was no light in those eyes. He is being fake. He already told it. Glimmer in the eyes means the person's being truthful. It was as if they behold a storm cloud, a desolate field of wilted flowers, and a howling, destructive gale. Do you suspect something, Honglu? So I decided to ask. Not yet, I don't think. Huh? Oh? Not yet? So, big brother, something felt off to you too, huh? No way! Yes! Yes, please! Ah, fuck! No, it is just his little sister. I thought he was actually going to be the big brother. No! Anyway, yay, Zishun. Well, Zishun, it is you! And so soon too! Yay, she appeared again. Yeah, I told you I had a feeling we'd be seeing each other again very soon. Have you been well, young master? I'm so glad to see that you're doing well, Mr. Wei. Oh, wait. Don't tell me you're staying here too, Zishan. I normally wouldn't ever set foot in a place like this, but I ran into some kind of large-scale construction on my way back to the family mansion. Had to come in through the back streets. Same story. So you weren't the only ones troubled with that random construction site. Oh, hail to thee! Gah. The confident look on Zishun's face was immediately replaced by that of alarm. Did she lose her memories again? Is she with you? No, Don Quixote is the same as always. Wait, for? Wait, someone actually just entered the stream now. Confirmed. Hello there. Welcome, this is my first ever stream. I'm just playing this game and reading the things, since no one interacts. But she looks like such an airhead. Young Zishun, well. Whilst does thou accompany me to the lounge but a moment, so that we may share a moment of catching up? Oh, yeah, actually, let's do that. Hold on. She accepted extremely fast. Zishun seemed to hesitate for a moment, staring at Don Quixote after hearing that her memories were intact. Before walking right up to her. I like that idea, shall we? Wait, why don't you go and find a room for me to stay in while I talk some things out with her? What? He wants to do some catching up, right? What the fuck? Is a manager esquire? Loss of critical personnel may be a cause for disciplinary action, don't they? I don't think there is anything wrong with making friends, though. 5? Wait, there are people actually entering my stream? Hello? Looks like Zishun really likes Don Quixote if she's comfortable enough to tease her like that. It is not the Don Quixote she likes. She obviously just wants Don Quixote's power she saw back then. My lady, this is hardly the appropriate place for her. Fine, I'll try again later. Go get some sleep, I'm heading into. Zishun sighed with a bit of disappointment before heading into the lobby. Well, let's head inside now. Where is Ricardo? Please do tell me he's actually in this same lounge, please. It would be so funny.
좋아. 생동감이 살아있는 좋은 공간이 됐고 다음 먹잇감도 이런 식이었으면 좋겠어.
There's little People art, that's funny. Suspicion. Just talking, amazing. I really didn't want to play anyway. Where is Ricardo? Where is the man, the legend? Everyone was busy looking around and commenting on various things in our lodging, but Sinclair appeared to be the most anxious of them all. Sinclair? Something here stands out like... something here stands out like... Imagine an ideal picture. I know where this is going. Did you call? I think I'm the only person that actually likes this. That like actually find this funny, knowing that Yiseng sounds like saying ideal and Yiseng is the same wording. Mr. Joe, Yiseng. I bet if I go right now on like Twitter, everybody's like, shut up! That's not what I was. I'm not. Anyway, am I the only one who feels like something stands out like a sore thumb from the whole picture? And I clicked without leaving. Oh yeah, glad I brought it up. I didn't say anything because I thought it was just me. Rhodia? So, what's so off about this place? Isn't it obvious? Where the hell the complementary snacks go? They are in synchrony, what the fuck? What's that weird mystery table at the center of this room? Oh no, one just wants the snacks and the other is actually scared about the table. Wait, actually, from where did it come from? It was not that here earlier, was it? Huh? That is kinda weird though. What's that table doing there? Its saturated colors are quite the pleasant sight to behold. So is it any better inside? Huh? What the hell is that hideous table? The kerfuffle sparked by the particularly unsightly piece of indoor furniture calmed somewhat once everyone made it inside the building. Of course, no one was able to discern the real purpose of the table yet. Every step on the floor leaves black residue on the shoes. Not only the floors, touching the walls leaves an unidentified black substance on one's fingers. Not to mention how the walls ripple in an odd fashion. What could possibly be the construction of this structure? Well, my guess is that the maintenance staff has been slacking. Maybe, but why is everything so neatly organized if that's the case? I've been to enough city establishments to tell when a place has gone a while without a tidy up. Ahem, at least it appears each room is furnished with a bed. While this is far from optimal, executive manager, we may be able to rest here. I guess they really didn't have the time to clean up. Zia Zishun, the last person to walk in after having taken her time to examine the area outside the lobby, stared blankly around the room with an angst expression. I'm not even sure what to say to this ridiculous negligence. Then found her room after leaving a scathing remark. It ain't the first time we're sauntering right into some shady business in it. Let's just cross that bridge when we come to it, yeah? I guess anyone could tell that there was something definitely wrong about that guy. Some sinners, including Heathcliff, had already slumped to the floor, vociferously expressing their desire to rest with a collective sigh of exhaustion. Well, it is pretty weird, but at least we have a roof over our heads. In that case, Dante, perhaps this may be a good time to announce today's close of business. Huh? I've never made this announcement outside the bus before. Alright, I hereby confirm today's close of business for the sinners. Understood. Thank you kindly. Starting now, you all will be given a maximum of 12 hours to partake in sleep and rest. The duration is subject to change. Have a good night. As soon as she finished the sinners, each began to relax in their own ways, some assembling to their rooms, while others lingering to speculate over their bizarre table at the center of the room. Silence. Save for autos, that is. Oh, it is. Nobody. Got something to say, nobody? Yes, executive manager. It's about our guy, Qingzhao. Oh, your new best friend from earlier. Seemed like you guys were getting along pretty well. What? That is simply untrue. Did you not see the signal that I gave you earlier? What signal? Oh, you mean when you nodded slightly in my direction? Indeed! That individual has an informational advantage over us when it comes to this locale. Regardless of how sound the accusations we came up with were. He would have been able to explain them away using his familiarity with the region. I thought that as a party with an informational disadvantage, it would be wise to feign camaraderie and friendship with that individual, and go along with their plans while trying to dig out as much intel as possible. I seriously thought that suspicious guy totally won you over. Executive manager, I've been in this business for many years. How could you even imagine that I would be fooled by an amateur spy who's overtly it's nothing. Alti's disappointment was palpable, but she stopped herself as though she remembered that there were more important matters at hand. Hell, while it is uncertain as to how long that individual will be accompanying us, it would be reasonable to speculate that he approached the LCB with their explicit purpose of eliminating Honglu, Jiabaoyu. I present the fact that it was Pilot, that inexperienced greenhorn who somehow conveniently came across this connection, as another evidence supporting this suspicion. That is also true. Faust also has information to share. Faust joined the conversation after listening to us discuss for some time. A review of every known taboo has failed to identify one he called the residential non-aggression taboo, that universally prohibits acts of violence within residential areas. But, oh, that is true for sweepers. They actually have that contract. No? I'm pretty sure it is stated in Library of Arena. Then that also has to be, it is too early to come to conclusions regarding that matter. It appears that this area, Hongyuan, has taboos that change depending on your location within its territory. Yeah, that's all that, nests can have their own taboos. However, considering every other circumstantial evidence, we can come to a conclusion that he was most likely lying to us. Your assessment cannot be denied. In that case, we must already be deep within the enemy's machinations. The constant stream of random assailants we faced earlier was also most likely also a part of their plan. It may very well be that this building itself is also a trap. Yet we lack the intelligence about this particular backstreets to be certain. However, we do have one minor advantage. It seems that they have severely underestimated our capabilities, given the low caliber of the assailants they decided to send after us. One thing we can capitalize on is that mutual lack of intel. Keep our guard up, remain alert, and we should be able to navigate our way out of this trap. Executive Manager. Okay, I get it now. I am sorry about the misunderstanding. Honestly, I didn't know who or what to trust. Then I would appreciate if you could trust me fully next time. I'm not trusting Odysseus. Otis bowed politely and returned to her room. Paul's and I chatted a little more about Xingdao, but our discussion ended without bearing much fruit. How do you say the kill in Chinese? Of that I'm unaware. More. I certainly didn't want to play after all. I'm so happy that this is yet another story node. I realized that Honglu was missing as I was spending time chatting with the sinners. I didn't notice him going into his room, so I walked to the exit, about to look for Honglu outside, and ran into Xia Xishun and Wei, who decided to stay in the room close to the door. It's getting late. Where are you going alone without a guard? Oh, just looking for Honglu. Right. I can understand what you're saying. Oh, right. I think you pronounce it with a sh sound. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Also, hello, welcome to the stream. I'm just with a single second. I did not read that. When it comes to conversing with the seniors, I find that there are two types of people. The first type usually says whatever is on their mind without pausing or caring to hear my reply. Why are they appearing? Given that this type of person isn't actually looking to communicate with me, that it simplifies things a little on my end. However, it's also oddly insulting, as it seems as though they don't recognize me as a human, but rather a wall, or a clock on a wall. You do in fact have a clock for a face. And the other type is the one that reads me so well that they might as well be able to hear what I'm saying. Virgilius falls onto the latter category. He recognizes the pitch of my ticks and talks, reads my body language or something, or sometimes even claims to see my expressions, like how Don Quixote does. It is a clock, he has no expressions. And Xia Xishun, who saw through me with that short exchange. Okay, let's see. Just looking to get some early morning air. Does your prosthetic head even have a respiratory function? Wouldn't have guessed from the way it looks. Did not belong in either category. Why are you trying to speak? No, not really. I'm just looking for Honglu because I haven't seen him in a while. You're shaking your head, so no. Then are you looking for something to eat? That's a new one. The type that tries to figure out what I'm saying without asking for help. My lady, would it not be wise to wake or find someone who may be able to translate? They would have done that themselves if it were something important. I'm kinda curious, though. What was that hand gesture you made when I first asked? You, brought your index fingers up to your cheeks. Well, Honglu is always smiling. So I thought maybe I could simulate his smile to convey that I'm looking for him. Perhaps it was an effort to express cuteness or beauty. What? Well, it does work for him too. No, I was just trying to express a smiling face. Oh no, this isn't going to be easy, is it? They're tiki-talking a lot more vigorously. Hey, I think you're onto something. Missed signals. This conversation was starting to veer into a completely unintended territory. After a bit of trial and error... I see. You're looking for my big brother, huh? We took some very roundabout ways, but I was eventually able to get her to understand what I was trying to say. Well, if he is who you're looking for, that's easy. You should be able to find him by the launcher back there. I doubt he got very far from here. From there, even if he left. So that's what you're trying to so hard to communicate. Jie Zixun was, strangely enough, disappointed and dispirited by my reply. I did have something to tell you too, but never mind. I feel like the mood's been ruined. Let's talk about this at another time. I was curious, but I would also take ages for me to ask how she's feeling. So I nodded to express my gratitude before heading to the back entrance. And found Honglu, gazing at the hazy scene out the opaque window. What are you doing here? People watching. Even I watch people. There were some people stumbling through the streets outside. As I stared outside the window at the scene, Honglu seemed to sense that I was thinking and began. Are you worried for me, Dante? Well, yeah. It is your turn, Honglu. It really is. I'm back at H-Corp, and everyone's talking about the family hierarchy selection. But you don't have to worry about me at all, because I did not wish for anything from Limbus Company. Really? I'm not like he sang, not hiding my true feelings. Yes, you are. No one gave me a wonderful promise like they would help me recover my torn and broken wings. Damn. I joined only to have some new experience, that's all. Yeah. But we do know that something's definitely going to happen. Whatever it might be. Something that will shake you to your very core. Even if you didn't wish for anything. Going through something like that could... probably, yes. But it is okay. I'm used to being led by the will of others anyway. Fuck. No matter what happens here, I can do this like everyone else. Because that's how it has always been. Whatever happens to me, or to those around me, I only... A loud, boisterous bellow suddenly cut Honglu, even before he could finish his sentence. Oh, let go of me! Just listen to that sod talking and tell me I'm not supposed to get mad at that. Dang it, lower your voice! They're just like me. You can be sure if I was one of the singers, I would be like... silently just here, listening to everything. What are you guys doing back there? Gregor and Heathcliff, who were most likely hiding behind the entrance door, tumbled into view. I knew I shouldn't have come here with this guy. Couldn't you be patient for even a few minutes before busting out here? How long have you been listening? From the very start, course. I thought he was finally making some sense at first. But what's that? That you're used to following others' will? I didn't mean to irk you, Heathcliff. I'm only telling the truth. Bloody hell, I'm about to burst a vessel. Oi, buggy bloke. I'm supposed to practice patience after listening to that drivel? I think I'm practicing plenty of patience despite you calling me buggy bloke out of nowhere. So yeah, you are. That's what I... Finally, some silence. Anyways, sorry about listening in, fellas. I will let you in on some big secret if you let this one slide, though. What's the secret? Gregor rubbed his arm awkwardly as stared at him in silence, then pointed at a pillar in an exaggerated motion. Guess who is hiding behind that pillar, manager buddy? With that, two familiar figures stumbled out into view behind the pillar. How could you betray us like that, Gregor? Bwaha. This is definitely not a laugh. Sinclair translate. Bad, weak, and highly annoying. Good night, snooze fests, she says. Wait, I've skipped twice. Huh? Huh? Uh-huh. Did I get it wrong? I never said GNS. When did you get a FU? And what is that? Sinclair, translate. Ryoshu looked at Sinclair with some interest before slicing open the ceiling above the entrance. And with uncharacteristic wet noise for something cutting through a wall, a black ink-like substance dripped onto the floor, followed by Rhodia and Altis crashing down after it. Oh, that's the new game, GTFO. Wait, no, it is an anime. I don't know, fuck it. Hello. Ah, didn't realize I had garnered such an audience for my story. Executive Manager, the sole reason I followed you out here was for the purpose of protection. As I was concerned for your safety, I'm not like the others who have followed by you merely to sate their curiosities. Me? I was just bored. Straight to the point. Then, shall we continue the conversation, Dante? Everyone, back to your rooms, now! Finally a fight node. Only 4? Okay. This is actually just a big team. Done.
이 책임은 모두
원하신다.
나
투입이군요.
띵받을 시간.
After that little kerfuffle, just as everyone was scattering to their rooms, Alti suddenly began to vehemently oppose leaving me all on my own. Are you absolutely certain, Executive Manager? Seriously, don't worry about it. I usually took the night watch on the bus anyway. That is true, however, we are currently in an uncharted territory for our team. We do not have much experience sleeping at a place where our safety isn't an absolute guarantee. Hey, we are literally right next door to them. It will take less than 5 seconds for us to come over when something happens. Do you not know that every second matters in emergencies? Now, babushka de camp. Let's get ya out of here. An oddly familiar sequence of events and words played out, and then eventually left my room, gently closing the door behind them. Finally, some peace and quiet. I sit on the corner of the bed, surrounded by silence, and allow my shoulders to slump for once. I don't need to sleep, like the sneers do, but the fatigue doesn't go away on its own. I need some time to relax and empty my thoughts every once in a while. While I've gotten somewhat used to the pain, it still hurts like hell when I rewind to the Sinner's time. And the longer this journey got, the more frequent and severe the Sinner's injuries became. They did get stronger, that's for sure, but so did our enemies, which means that my clock is always turning and turning without a moment to rest. So I think of the star. Before the gates which I face with every revival, I witness its intricate engravings and feel its silent vibrations. Even after a whole year, I'm still no closer to understanding what they were supposed to represent. But by emptying my thoughts, and just taking it in the sights, I find myself calming down. Also, the wind is quite cool and crisp tonight. Wait, that's weird. Wind? What's the sun that chill? Something opened the window, but there's no way this gentle breeze could unlatched and left my window wide open like that. And if it did, it would have made a pretty loud noise. Besides, this chill isn't coming from in front of me. I slowly turn around to look at where the window was supposed to be. Hello there! Want to see a melted wall? Melted? And an intruder is linking through this newfound opening. Who are you? This is a hair. A little bonino. As though driven by some unknown survival instinct, I rolled off the bed. But there was already a blade right at where my neck and head met. It's still a shearing cold. Just a little nudge and I'd be dead even before I could even make a tick. I remembered how worried Altis was to leave me alone. I thought she was just being paranoid. I should have trusted her judgment. Just as I was getting ready for my final struggle, my final moments filled with regret about not listening to Altis' advice. What a pathetically thin blade. Too delicate to have the clock CIH. Where is Sinclair? Don't you think? Cut it. No. And down from the ceiling and deflected the assassin's dagger away from me. Ryoshu? Snuck in thinking I was about to see something interesting, but you're just some beast with steel. I look up to see the ceiling torn open, dripping with viscous paint like fluid, just as I saw earlier during my conversation with Anglu. As I imagined, the whole place is just painted. Nothing in here is real. Like someone actually painted this place, just trying to assassinate me. Executive Manager, are you unharmed? And Altis speaking out from the gap. Aye, Altis was the one who instructed Ryoshu that the ceiling had a room to hide in. Remember that. And 10 people? Damn. Hello. Shut up and help me. So I thought this one was just some beast with steel? I could have cut this beast in half, sword and all, had I not been on the bus. All their abilities were diminished at the moment they were hired by this company, equally defanged and depowered. I suddenly recalled Hohenheim's commentary about back at the LCE. I had a vague notion of what he meant, but now I was really feeling it. NFW, what is happening? I will need to see later what those meant. Just as Ryoshu was struggling to stop that one blade, the intruder pulled out another dagger with their other arm and slashed at Ryoshu's neck. A beast of Heisho Pack. The intruder would have cut her throat had the way not burst through the door. Here's my door. Who wields you now? Silence. I don't suppose dialogue is an option. Light enters not the vast garden, yet falls a star into its phantom steel. No. The intruder reached into his clothes, muttering an odd invocation. Little shit, a talisman. Wait, get it together. My lady. Just as the intruder's muttering began to grow intense, Jia Shin leaped into my room and struck the stranger with her fan. It is becoming a party. Are you going to let that bastard finish that stupid spell? That almost activated the keycard talisman. Q card. Apologies, my lady. It seems that I still remain somewhat bound by that spell. Listen, you are no longer a Heishou. Oh, he was a Heishou. You serve me now, got that? You don't have to let those things control you anymore. Yes, my apologies. I fell limply to the bed with the sudden alleviation of stress and pressure. Hey, are you... I can't understand them anyway. I managed to stop the assassin before he laid a hand on them, fortunately. Got it. Don't think there was anyone else in here. Let's switch the lights on. The lamp is melting. Click. When the lights came on, we saw. This one's from a mallow branch, isn't it? There was a black bamboo hat, wearing assassin on... bamboo hat wearing assassin on the ground. Bamboo hatted Kima. The walls? The wall that appeared solid before we all went to sleep were now melting away as if it were viscous fluid. There is something wrong with this building. I knew that they must have done something to the building, but how is a Heishou here? This whole operation gotta be spearheaded by someone with real power. This isn't just an ambush from an overexcited family Iraq contestant. What I don't understand is, why the Mao branch? There are better Heishou brands to use if all they wanted was to cut off the clock's head. Then they must have had a different purpose, huh? Correct. This one is from the Mao branch of the Heishou packs, which means more of them must have infiltrated this building, though not at the scale of the Z branch. The Mao branch always moves in groups. Therefore, their goal must be to kill every guest staying in the Kajam, including you, my lady. Then, we've got to get moving. We can't let them surround us if we want even a chance of surviving this. They just breaks through the wall. Seniors burst into my room, slamming the door open again. Thou art. Thank me later. If we don't move our asses, we're good as dead. Wait? Yes? We don't have the time to contact the main forces of our faction, the family mentioned. You know what to do when we are out at the numerical disadvantage, right? It will be done. Jia, Zishan and Wei immediately stormed out of the room as soon as they saw the seniors enter, as though they've been waiting here for my protection. Don Quixote and Gregor stood red-faced and on edge. Mersault was covered in battle wounds, and the Altis were an inscrutable expression. Mersault soloed one. He's such a goat. I stand before you in shame to have to borrow the hands of another to protect this active manager. I accidentally stisk. Okay. Oh no, I should have listened to what you said. Extrapolating from the pattern by which the walls have disintegrated, it is likely that they utilize the identical means of infiltration for each sinner. Alright. Were you attacked by bamboo hat accidents too? Their ranks numbered many, Manager Squire. Yet for how many of them there were, they were unsettlingly silent. Verily, we were almost... not almost. I saw on the way here that some of us did get killed, impaled straight through the guts. So, what he said about how fighting indoors was a taboo. Yes, I lie. Well, we're not fighting indoors. This space is painted. There is no longer a door here. Oh, how utterly cowardly and unjust of this vile cur to strike from the shadows. Alas, now I'm not the moment to ruminate upon their villainy. Correct. Besides, there is more of them waiting to sink their blades into us.
의심, 암귀, 불안과 공포 그런 것들이 들끓을 때가 가장 취약하죠. 알아듣겠습니까? 인간! 지금 정기하는 것입니다. 당신을 관리자로 정한 데에 합당한 이유가 있겠지. 기대하고 있겠습니다. 단테.
떨거지면 잘라낸다. 숨통 끊기.
그간의 전투 경험이
엎드리도록.
쓸모가 없진 않았군요. 단테. 적합한 조치였습니다. 위에서 당신을 관리자로 정한 데에는 합당한 이유가 있겠지. 기대하고 있겠습니다. 단테.
Cool. That makes it that passives. Oh, they have a morale deception. This fuse fascinates the target or when using an upper attack, they will attempt to do more damage against their targets. Bank attacks. This unit's speed is faster than the repress bloodthirst. So they are weakened. Right, okay. They have unbreakables.
죄인인가?
Finally a real fight.
아직 죽지 마라.
He's staggered now.
해장병같이 무릎을
내가
꿇고
어머니보다
있을
뛰어났어.
때인가 13번 수감자. 평소처럼 넉살 좋게 같이 상황을 개선해 보시지.
These altis rolls so bad.
끝을 낼 시간.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게
꿰뚫려라.
보는 맛이는 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 게
은근 공격. 다음에 다른 개체에게도 다시 해봐줄래? 영상으로 남기면 다른 직원에게도
죽지
도움이
마.
될지도 몰라.
숨통 끊기. 거쳐.
전투 감각 하나만큼 수감자가 놀라긴
Oh, she won.
이제
Alright.
도통 알아들을 수 없는 말통한 느낌이 딱
흑순
좋겠어.
뒷박질 춤.
수감자.
거쳐. 아류산 표평일 80.
They're not buying when I killed them. They're just leaving.
제압 개체에게 큰 피해를 준 것 같아.
Interesting.
기억이나 직원다운 완벽한 공격이었어.
좋아. 생동감이 살아있는 좋은 공간이 됐군. 다음 먹잇감도 이런 식이었으면 좋겠어.
Okay, only 12 more nodes. I shall be doing another quick stop. I shall be back. I'm back, but I believe I will leave the... What is left of the stream I shall leave for a next stream, because I will be creating a Twitch. And I wanted to see my glorious King Ricardo on a stream that can reach more people too. Best one. I believe I shall do it. Please. No, I will leave for the next stream. So, thanks for everybody that joined the stream, which I was not expecting for people to join. Then well, this is the end. Goodbye, have a good night or a good day, whatever you are. And bye bye!